Live from the Amway Center, it is an exhibition matchup in the FBA, the Florida Basketball Association clash between the Clermont Crocs against the Florida Flight here at the home of the Orlando Magic at a noon tip-off here in downtown Orlando. Good afternoon, folks. I'm Christian Kent on the call in this off-season matchup between these two squads, a rematch of the 2020-2021 FBA Finals. Florida Flight in their navy blue uniforms. Clermont Crocs in the all-white uniforms, and we are ready to go here at the Amway Center. Seats 20,000. And right now, it will host this clash of FBA Titans. Two teams looking to see who's going to be on their team come regular season, March of next year. And it all goes down right here, right now, a clash between the Clermont Crocs and the Florida Flight. Clermont's ready, Florida's ready, and we are ready here on the FBA. Tip is up, and it's won by Clermont. Wyatt Calderon gives way and hands the ball off to C.J. Williams. At the point, a turnover. Other direction they go, Florida. Ball tipped away, and that's one's turned over. Other direction now, here comes the Clermont Crocs. Drive inside, pull-up J is partially blocked. It hands up in the hands of the Flight. One on the point is Kenny Long. Kenny Long drives through some traffic. Left-handed layup was no good. Left it a little bit short. Tipping for the rebound. It's a long one. It's taken by the Crocs. Top of the key, Alaquan Daughtry swings to the far corner and out of bounds. Just too far away from the owner of this Crocs team, Daniel Luna. One of three Lunas involved with this team. You see courtside head coach Maxie Luna and his brother David Luna, all co-owners. Point three's up, and it's no good for the Flight. Rebound goes to the Crocs. Here comes the boys in white. Hook pass, near wing, it's a three, and it is left short air ball, but an offensive rebound and put back won't go. That's another air ball. Other direction come the Flight. Inside, back to the basket. Oh, acrobatic shot is good for Aaron Richards out of West Orange High School. Stands at 6'3", 190. Used all of it right there, and a foul is called on the other end. It'll stay with Clermont. 2-0, the guest in the blue uniforms. Florida Flight on top after that acrobatic finish from Aaron Richards. At the top of the Clermont with the ball. No look pass goes to Luna near corner. It's a three, and it is left short. Nearly got his own rebound and out of bounds, trying to help him out on the baseline, but just could not. So let's go to the Flight now with their 2-point lead here at the Amway Center for this exhibition clash. Gets a screen up top and driving inside. Hesitation. Richards driving baseline now. Up and around, and he is going to be fouled. It'll be on the floor, so Florida will retain possession. Inbounding is Kenny Long at a Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Driving inside is Richards again, and he will double the Florida Flight lead. 4 points for the Flight, all four by Aaron Richards. Spin move at the near wing inside. Thought about shooting it, but didn't. And now at the far wing, you have C.J. Williams put up a three. It's no good. Taken by the Flight. Long pass ahead from the far wing. There's a triple, and that one is short as well. Put-back attempt will go with the left hand. Kenny Long, extra chance opportunity, and he cashes in. Head coach of the Clermont Crocs is Maxie Luna. You see him in the black pullover on the sideline. Mark King in the gray suit, head coach of the Florida Flight. And that 2-pointer's up and good. 6-2 now the score. Florida Flight in the lead. Pull-up three on the way. It's nothing but net for Kenny Long. Long past the far corner. Too tall, and it'll be turned over. Back to the Flight. If you want more information on the Florida Basketball Association, you can visit thefba.com. Open for three. It is short, but the putback attempt won't go either that time from Samterio. And here come the Crocs in the other way. Ball tips right back into the hands. It stays with Clermont. Bounce pass inside. Luna won't get the shot to go, but he got fouled. That's David Luna. Played pro ball in Catalonia alongside his brother Daniel. Of course, that's Catalonia, Spain. And now at the line, shooting two is David Luna. His first is left short and to the left. 9-2, the Flight on top. And Luna's second won't go either. It's an empty trip that time. Cannot convert from the charity stripe. Kenny Long behind his back, between his legs, behind his back again. He drives to the hole. Step back, Jimmy won't go. It's rebounded by the Crocs. Isaiah Ficklin gives the handoff. And trapped in the corner. Beautiful defense from Florida, but staying alive is the Crocs' offensive possession. Luna kicks it out of the far corner. And driving baseline, pull up for two. That's nothing but net. Trey Tyson gets it to go. Top of the key, Kenny Long. Calling out some orders, splits the double team. No look pass inside. Up, and they're going to whistle that play dead. It is a travel. Nearly a nifty mood underneath, but unable to finish without walking. That's Marcus Russell guilty of that foul. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, air ball, nothing but net. Luna gets the offensive rebound. His next attempt is rejected. Oh, the block from Marcus Russell. Other direction now comes Florida. Layup won't go, but a foul was called. And heading to the line 4-2 is Aaron Richards. 5-4 in lead for the Florida Flight. They'll try to extend that right here at the charity stripe. On the floor right now for the boys in blue, the Florida Flight, you'll have Joe Moran, Kenny Long, speaking with his head coach, Mark King. Mike Scalco just checked in. Free throws up and good. And Marcus Russell in the backcourt, chatting it up with David Luna. One more free throw on the way for Richardson. That one connects. Crocs trail by 7. At the top of the key, you've got Isaiah Ficklin. Bounce pass inside, and the ball is tipped out, but stays with Clermont. The far wing, driving inside, Daughtry. Did he step out of bounds? Yes, he did. Could not walk the tightrope. It's a turnover. Flight take over. Both these teams competing for playing time come the regular season. Pass inside, it's ill-advised. It's turned over. Crocs take. Jordan Donawa at the near wing. Swings it near corner. Pump fake and a drive inside. Underhand pass. Staying alive, driving in. And Hoth gets fouled. And Cody Hoth will go to the free throw line. He'll be shooting two. Thank you for joining us here at the Amway Center, the home of the Orlando Magic. But today, this building plays host to this exhibition clash in the FBA. Free throw was up and good from Hoth. This one here to make it a 5-point game. It's up and good. Here come some substitutions into the game. In fact, it'll be just one. Checking in, Christian Muniz. Muniz, a big man inside, look to command in the paint. Young at the top of the key, trying to go coast to coast. His layup is no good. Oh, but a foul is called, and he'll go to the free throw line. Drove inside with reckless abandon. Took that ball from the opposite baseline. And he's rewarded with 2 shots from the charity stripe. That's Kenny Long at the free throw line. Kenyatta Long, his full name. First free throw is wide right, no good. He's got one more. And Long's second. Nothing but net. It's pure. Flight doubling up the Crocs. It's 12-6. 4.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Open for 3, but it's not taken. Inside the pass, inside goes to Donowa. Donowa kicks back out, top of the key, and driving to the far elbow. Pull-up shot is no good wide left. It was a tough degree of difficulty, but offensive rebound to the Crocs, but that's turned over. Long grabs the ball, and he gets fouled. Kenny Long had the presence of mind to stick that right paw up and grab it. New one of the game for the Florida Flight, Connor Allen. Also new win is Jonathan Revron. At the far wing, a pump fake and a drive inside. No look pass is a beauty, but the finish cannot be made from Revron. Oh man, that was nearly a beautiful distribution from Moran. It was a beautiful pass, but the finish wasn't there. Crocs look for a putback shot. It won't go. Another offensive rebound, that time getting rewarded for 2 shots is Isaiah Ficklin. You give a team too many second chance opportunities, they will make you pay at the free throw line. And that's what the Crocs are doing right now. First free throw was wide left, no good for Isaiah Ficklin. He's got one more on the way. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. That free throw won't go, but an offensive rebound and putback won't go that time for Donowa, but another putback won't go either. And finally, it's taken by the Flight, but stepping out of bounds is Connor Allen. He also tried to walk that tightrope on the right side of the court, but just could not do so. So, once again, Clermont ball. Inbound from the baseline, Donowa to the near wing. He gets it right back. He's open for 2. It's good. The assist from Alaquan Daughtry. At the near wing, between his legs, driving inside Scalco. No look pass, but he gets it away eventually. Allen's shot won't go. Got his own rebound, however, followed it up at the far wing. Revron, get it to go. Pardon me. That was Jonathan Revron for 2. It's a 6-point lead for the Flight. Across the timeline goes the Crocs, and a foul is called. It's a reach in on Jonathan Revron, hacking at Alaquan Daughtry. Amway Center, host to many big events coming up. Comedians, rock stars, of course, every Orlando Magic home game. Today it's home to a clash, a rematch of the FBA Finals from just a couple of years ago. That free throw's up and good from Doherty. Just want to make it a 4-point game. It's good. It's the closest this game has been in a while as the Flight got off to a quick start, but Clermont has kept it close ever since. In the game, Yosef Elwise playing tight defense on Revron, but driving inside is Allen for 2. He gets fouled. And going to the free throw line is Connor Allen, shooting 2 to try to extend this lead with 2:06 to play in the first quarter. Mark King, both the owner and coach of the Florida Flight. He's also the owner of the FBA as a whole. So he's heavily invested in these exhibition matchups in premier venues such as the Amway Center. He couldn't find a better place to play basketball in Central Florida, and that's what's happening right now. It's a 5-point game if one of those free throws went down. Yosef drives in the lane. Beautiful pass and a beautiful finish. Yusuf to Danawa for 2. It's a 3-point game. And there's a steal. Other direction go the Crocs. By himself, layup is good off the glass. The finish from Trey Tyson. And it is a 1-point game. 15-14, Flight on top, trying to get a stranglehold of the momentum. And a trap here by the corner, but it's going to be ripped away, and we're going to have a backcourt violation. Tight defense from the Clermont Crocs to force the turnover. The Flight have no answer for this defensive frenzy. Back-to-back turnovers forced by tough defense outside the perimeter. Joe Moran takes a seat on the bench. Pass inside. Kick it right back up. He's open, but instead the extra pass for 3. Wide, an air ball. No good. Rebound taken by the Flight. Here comes Long. Kenny Long. Goes to the free throw line, but hesitates. Drives back inside. Reverend for 3. It's short. Rebound Long. Extra possession. Layup is no good. It rims out. Scalco's shot won't go. He was wide open but couldn't get it to fall. Connor Allen doesn't travel. Between his legs, pass inside. And right back to him. Layup good and 1. Count the basket for the big man, Connor Allen, down below. As the Florida Flight try to stop that Clermont Croc run. Isaiah Rios in the game. Stand at half court, and that free throw won't go off the back iron, so the three-point play is not converted. Wide open for 3. It's Rios. He shoots it, and he won't get it to go. Ball nearly knocked out of bounds, but it's right into the arms of Kenny Long. Long half-court heave at the horn. Won't go. And at the end of 1, it's a good one. A one-possession game. The Florida Flight on top of the Clermont Crocs. 17-14 in this rematch of the 2020-2021 FBA Finals. I'm Christian Catt on the call. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday afternoon matchup in the FBA offseason. Let's take a break and be right back here on the FBA.
If you want to take your league or your tournament to the next level, make sure you contact us. Live streaming, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, JC Graphics Media. We do it all. Orlando, stand up. If you haven't already heard, make sure you go hit the like button, subscribe, hit the follow. The Mastermind, JC Graphics Media. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. La mente maestra. Si no lo has hecho todavía, dale like, follow, suscríbete a la página y el canal de La Mente Maestra, JC Graphics Media.
Entering second quarter action here at the Amway Center, the home of the Orlando Magic. You see that logo at half court. It is a clash in the FBA offseason. It's an exhibition matchup between the Flight and the Crocs. 17-14, it's a good one. Flight on top, driving inside is Long, kicks it out for 3. Back iron, no good. Caleb Hoffman couldn't get it to go, and Clermont takes over. Luna swings at the far corner. Crossover dribble. Pull up for 2. It rims out. And Quan fighting under the rim for it, but won't get it. Opportunity for a deep 3 for Luna instead. A cross-court pass. Now on the near wing. Yusuf Elswise kicks it in. Donowa didn't take the shot instead. It's Daniel Luna, a 3. Back iron, no. Rebound Crocs. Another opportunity on the offensive board for 3. Air ball, no good. Quan, the rebound, and he gets fouled. That's Victor Quan out of Lake Brantley High School. One of several depth of big men on this Florida Flight roster. Connor Allen, Victor Quan, Marcus Russell you saw, and Sam Terrio. Kenny Long, top of the key. Trying to make some magic happen. No pun intended. Left free throw line jumper won't go, but it's tipped away and taken by Florida. Deep two. Got it to go. May have not been the highest percentage of shots for a two-pointer, but it goes. Counts all the same. Caleb Hoffman connects. Deep three uncontested. Goes. Yusuf Elswise pulls up near the logo and connects. Back into the game with Richardson from the near elbow. Underhand layup. It's just ripped out of his hands. Good defense. And it's a jump. Yusuf Elswise is doing it all here at the Amway Center. 10 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 19-17. It is still the Flight on top. Wearing the blue uniforms here at the home of the Orlando Magic. Clermont Crocs trail by 2 with the ball. They can tie it up right here, or take the lead for the first time today. For 3, Luna gets partially blocked out of bounds off of Florida. Kicking himself is Sam Terrio, because he really had no one in front of him, could have grabbed him, instead tipped it out of bounds. Daniel Luna drives to the hole, kicks it out. It's a 3 for the lead. It won't go. Around taking Marcus Russell. Driving in is Long. Terrio, a long 2. Is short up the front of the rim, bounces out of bounds, and it'll go to Clermont. Another chance here for the Clermont Crocs to tie it up or take the lead. Driving inside, a right-handed layup is good. Right to the hole goes Isaiah Ficklin, and he would not be stopped. We're all tied up at 19 apiece. It's a brand-new ball game here. Kenny Long from the near wing. Hesitates. Back to the basket. Driving inside. Pulls up for 2 for the lead. Won't go. Rebound taken by the Flight. And they'll reset now. Richardson. Jab step. Kicks it for 3. Wide left. No good for Caleb Hoffman. Now Clermont has a chance to take their first lead of the game. Yusuf Elswise is feeling himself, kicks it, top of the key, open instead of driving inside for a pump fake. The right-hander jumper won't go. Taken off the glass from Marcus Russell. Richardson, transition, reverse layup with the left. He switched hands, won't be able to finish. Inside Ficklin, jab step for 2 in the lead. High arcing shot is good. It nearly hit the Jumbotron, but it counts the same. 21-19, Crocs take their first lead of the game. Long the answer. It's good. 21-21. We're tied up once again. Kenyatta Long, calling him Kenny. 5'7", 155 out of Northwest Oklahoma State. Division II school. I'm very familiar with that one. Pull up for a long 2, and that one will not go for Cody Hoth. Richardson running the point at the top of the key. He goes right to the hole and kicks it out. No look pass right back to Richardson on the short corner. Here's a 3-pointer for the Flight, and it will go. A swish on in. That time from Terry Cleveland out of Edgewater High School. Knocks it down. It's a 3-point lead. And out of bounds, Clermont unable to answer. They follow up the Florida Flight 3 with a turnover of their own. The Flight get the ball back. Kenny Long at the logo. Gets a screen and drives inside with the left-hand layup. Scoop, good. Dynamic from both sides. Kenny Long connects. Should be a 5-point lead. A mistake on the scoreboard. Here's a deep 3 from the big man, but it's wide left. No good, as Chris White couldn't get it to go. It's out of bounds, and it will go to the Clermont Crocs. They deflected off the Flight. Inbounding from the far side is Wyatt Calderon. The deep 3 is good. Right off the inbound. How about that, Isaiah Ficklin? They do have a mistake on the scoreboard. They're saying it's a 2-point lead for the Crocs. Now on the near wing. Right side. And back to the basket. A pump fake once, twice, puts it up. It won't get it to go that time from Terrio. It's rebounded by the Clermont Crocs. Crossover dribble going right to the hole. Collects his dribble. Bounce pass inside. White for two and one. Count the basket. The big man finishes. Coming off the bench and making a big impact early. Here's a free throw for the lead. And it's good. 27-26. The lead for the Crocs. Underhand pass inside. A travel going to be called, and yes, it will. Kind of a herky-jerky transfer that time between Cleveland and Marcus Russell. That time Russell kind of caught in the air and was not able to get rid of the ball or put it up. So Clermont gets the ball back. They lead by one. At the near wing, open for three. He does not take it. Instead of pass inside, Chris White behind the back pass, a bouncer. The finish not made. A beautiful block by Russell. The putback will go. Undeterred by an offensive opportunity that was not going anywhere. It was Isaiah Ficklin again with the finish. Long crossover. He's got going into his bag and coming back with some tricks. It's a three for Cleveland. Rimmed out. Rebound taken by the Crocs. They still lead by three. Pull up for two. That one rattles around and in. (31-26) the score. The Crocs on top. Kenny Long pulls up way downtown, knocks it down. Count the basket from Kenny Long. Two-point game. The Flight trailing in this one. They were the runners up. They lost that series in the finals when these two teams matched up for all the marbles. Oh, what a shot on a step back, fall to the ground, fade away that time. It was Alaquan Daughtry for two. 4-point lead for the Crocs now. Got caught up, was Long, didn't turn it over. Richardson from the far elbow. His step back two is a wild shot. Won't go, tip in, won't go, but it's an over the back. Pushing into the back on the follow-up that time was Corey Wallace. Trying to go for the putback, but in doing so, he shoved the Croc player that was in front of him. These teams duking it out. Here's a quick three. This possession won't go from Cody Hoth, and it's tipped out. Quick opportunity for the Flight. And Wallace nearly turns it over, saves the possession. Here comes Long. Kenny Long, Dota himself, puts it up and puts it in off the glass. Two-point game. Pull up again, Daugherty. Won't go. Tip up won't go either. Stays with the Crocs. White outside. And stepping out of bounds, coming back in was Alaquan Daugherty. He turns it over. Richardson on the far wing. He's been a source of a lot of offense on this Flight team. His left-handed reverse layup won't go. Other direction, Crocs have the numbers. Daugherty, underhand pass. Two-pointer up in it, no good. Oh, couldn't finish with Jordan Donowa. But a putback attempt won't go after the offensive rebound either. Flight take over. Going from right to left on your screen. The far corner open for three. It's up and it's no good for Wallace. Rebound taken by Cody Hoth. 2-point game, Crocs on top. Pull up at the elbow. Won't go that time by Alaquan Daugherty. Whistle blown. He'll stay with Clermont. A big thank you goes out to all of the 2023 and 2022 sponsors of the FBA. massive shout out goes to the Houston Clinic. Without their support, none of this would be possible. They would not be able to catch this FBA broadcast. Meanwhile, it's a 4-point game. Crocs on top. They're trying to add to that right now. It's a 2-on-2 in transition. Doherty, he gets it to go. 6-point lead, their largest of the game for the Clermont Crocs. Long gets a screen, hesitation, elbow, Jimmy gets it to go. So effective off the dribble is Kenny Long. He'll just create his own shot. 37-33, Crocs on top. Spin move is Doherty at the top of the key. Nearly travels and carries. White, 2 of the clock, 1 on the clock. Flight get the rebound, and half-court heave will not be attempted. It's halftime here at the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, the home of the Magic. And at a halftime break, it's 37-33, a good one here. Crocs on top at the break. We'll be right back with a presentation of the Florida Basketball Association. A brief halftime break here at the end. Okay. Really?
But they say like the game of Brazil cost because they get tired and they was really slow. So
I guess I'm going to tell him. I don't know. What's the score we have? It should be just 2 points taken off one team.
yeah,
And
and add to the other one. So it should be like 4-point game.
Yeah. And we're back here at presentation by the FBA, Florida Basketball Association, 37-33. The Clermont Crocs have a 4-point lead over the Florida Flight in this exhibition matchup. It's the offseason for the Florida Basketball Association. Clermont Crocs will start the second half with possession, playing 12-minute quarters here at the Amway Center, the home of the Orlando Magic. Of course, the Florida Flight in all blue, Clermont Crocs in all white. And away we go. At the top of the key, bringing the ball up is Alaquan Daughtry. Really led the charge with the defensive shift that gave Clermont the momentum to take the lead. But that time, it's a different point guard leading the charge defensively. It's a steal for Kenny Long, and he gets fouled and tripped up to the ground. Florida takes over. Kenny Long went to Northwest Oklahoma State University, drives in. His shot's rejected. Oh, what a block inside. Not a chance. That ball was getting higher than it went from Isaiah Ficklin. Went up and brought it down. Florida keep possession. Inbound of Richardson. Underhand pass. Goes to Cleveland at the point. Bounce pass inside. Right-handed hook shot won't go from Marcus Russell. The tip in will. It's a 2-point game. At the far wing, you'll have Cody Hoth. Swing it, top of the key. Daughtry, back to White at the far wing. Chris White, bounce pass inside. Ball loose on the ground. Richardson fighting for it. Instead, it's Chris White who gets out of the near wing. Free throw line attempts won't be taken. Instead, it's Hoth for three. Air ball. Rebound Crocs. Inbound. Shot won't go. A foul was called. And the Crocs will go to the free throw line to try to extend their 2-point lead. Hoth's first is up and good, 38-35. Crocs on top. Both these teams trying to decide what their rosters are going to look like come regular season. And these games, they matter oh so much in that. You can only practice so much against your own guys. You need someone else to go up against. And that's why these exhibition matchups really are so crucial, not only to play in a beautiful venue like this, but to see what kind of talent you're working with. 4-point lead for the Crocs. Richardson, step back, long two, won't go. Try to stick his foot out to get a foul, but did not get the call. Offensive rebound, however, Richardson's next attempt won't go. Left hand off the glass, and other direction from the Crocs. Right-handed layup is good, and one. Acrobatic shot there by Trey Tyson. So the basket counts and the foul. Free throws up and good. 42-35, Crocs on top. Really have commanded this game since the end of the first quarter. It was the Flight early, but the Crocs late so far, carrying the momentum into the second half. Richardson drives inside. Reverse layup's good. Oh, he split maybe a triple team there in the paint. It was heavy traffic. That did not deter him. 5-point game, 42-37. Collects his dribble and puts it in that time for Trey Tyson. He connects. Back to a 7-point game. Now it's Aaron Richards bringing it across the timeline. Inside, Richards' shot is no good. He gets fouled. However, so Aaron Richards goes to the line, shooting two. He's from West Orange High School. Provided the offensive spark early in this game. A couple of minutes without any points being scored to start us off. But it was really Aaron Richards who got us going. But kind of quiet since, at least on the stat sheet. Richards, first of two, won't go. He's got one more on the way. And his next will go. 44-38, the lead for the Clermont Crocs. Bounce pass inside is tussled with, but it stays with Clermont. Backing down his way is White. It pokes away. Long the pass ahead of Richards. Richards' layup is up and good. Somehow, Isaiah Ficklin didn't block that shot. He went up with two hands, and the shot from Richards went between the hands. White inside for two is good. The big man gets it to go. 46-40. Clermont on top, under 8 to play in the third quarter of this exhibition matchup. Open for three, it's a pump fake and a drive inside. Scalco won't get it to go. Actually, that was Sam Terrio, unable to connect with that shot. Drive inside, layup up, and it's good. With contact, Isaiah Ficklin connects again. New to the game is Brandon Rylack. But it's Long for two. Count the basket and the foul. Oh, Kenny Long, just too good inside. As I said before, shooting off the dribble. Hard to find a better guy in the court at that right now. As now it's Kenny Long trying to convert on this three-point play. He does just that. 5-point game, 48-43. It's the Crocs on top with the ball. Trayson swings it. Luna for three. Knocks it down. They're actually going to call that a long two. His foot was on the line. And now pass it to the top of the key to Richards for three. That one's short and to the left. It bounces out of bounds. 50-43, the Crocs on top. It's a big moment for these players playing in the Amway Center. It really is where all the aspirations come. You play ball, you want to play in NBA arenas, and the FBA is getting a taste of that right here, right now, in this exhibition matchup, a rematch of the FBA Finals from just a couple of years ago. Of course, fresh faces on these teams, but it's those same teams nevertheless. Daniel Luna for three, knocks it down. That one was from way downtown. He's not just the majority owner. He's not just an FBA champion. Didn't just play ball in Spain. He can shoot the ball from deep. It's Richards a three. That one's way short. No good. Long rebound taken by Daniel Luna. Pass ahead. It's Ficklin for two. He knocks it down as well. It's all Crocs right now. Long trying to break that run. Pass outside. Terrio a three. He stops the run with a triple. 55-46, Crocs on top. And it'll be a turnover. Flight takeover as some subs come into the game. Kenny Long trying to mount a bit of a comeback here. All of a sudden, it's a 9-point game. Long for three. Wide right, rims out. Rebound goes to David Luna, and here come the Crocs. Top of the key. Doherty goes, does it himself. Shot won't go. Rebound put back will go. Christian Muniz connects. Richards. Yeah, David Luna backpedaling, tries to drive right at him, but doesn't come up with anything. That's a long two, and it won't connect for Connor Allen. Crocs a pass ahead, but it was ill-advised. Into triple coverage, other direction. Richards by himself, layup's good. Some heads-up offense from the Flight. Not so much for the Crocs on those back-to-back possessions, and a foul's going to be called by Richards He does that just to get himself out of the game. As checking in is Caleb Hoffman. Across the timeline, Alaquan Daughtry with the ball for the Crocs. At the near elbow, he lost the ball. It stays with the Crocs, though. Pull up from way downtown. It's short and rebounded by Long. Kenny Long with a 4-on-1, so a very smart foul. That time from David Luna. He saw the numbers not in Clermont's favor, so he just quick little reach in there. It turns in easy 2 or 3 point basket into a simple but effective inbound for the Flight. Kenny Long, the point guard of this Flight squad at the moment. Gets a screen from Terrio. Uses it and drives inside, back outside of Terrio. Pump fakes a 3, and he goes inside himself. Off the glass, and good with some contact from Christian Munoz. But Sam Terrio went right through him. Staying alive in this game with the Florida Flight. Under 3 to play in the third quarter. Driving inside, kicking it out. It's a corner 3 from David Munoz. Won't go. Pardon me, from David Luna. And here come the Flight with a little bit of wind in their sails now. Young. Long gets fouled. It's a reach in. And Florida is in the bonus. We'll have some free throws on the way for Kenny Long. Big shout out to our 2022-2023 FBA full season sponsors, the Houston Clinic and 24-Hour Fitness. Again, that is Houston Clinic and 24-Hour Fitness. Take a look at last year's standings in the FBA. The free throw's no good, and the rebound put back won't go again, but a foul is called. So, although his trip to the free throw line was empty for Kenny Long, he gets rewarded with another trip after his offensive rebound off the second miss. So we'll see if he can improve that free throw percentage with 2 shots here. As he knocks down the first. Last year, it was the Central Florida Blazers finish up atop the standings at 9-3. Lakeland Royals also tied atop at 9-3. Palm Beach Titans were 7-5. Winter Park Storm were 7-5. The Pride were 6-6. Florida Flight a bit of a down year. Were 4-8 last year. The 5-point game right here at the Amway Center. However, the Crocs have the ball, and they just turned it into a 7-point lead. And an inbound violation will give the Crocs the ball right back. Just trying to work too quickly that time with the Florida Flight, and they lose a possession because of it. And that turns into nearly what would have been a 2-point mistake, but a miss underneath, easy from Hoth, but couldn't connect. Richards won't go. His putback attempt won't go that time. Now it's Connor Allen. Swing out the pass. It's intercepted. Other direction comes Clermont. Catching up as the Flight defense, and a foul was called inside. 1:35 to play in the third quarter. 59-52, Clermont Crocs on top. Stumbled out of the gates. Not a lot of shots were falling from either side, but more of which came from the Flight. But once that second quarter came around, it's been all Clermont. That free throw's up and good for Alaquan Daughtry. He's got one more on the way. And Daughtry's next is also good. A perfect trip that time. 9-point lead. Flight trying to not let this one get out of hand. 1:20 to play in the third quarter. Driving inside is Long. Long back to the basket. No foul called. The shot won't go. Richards got the rebound. The putback attempt will go. So active and ferocious underneath the rim is Aaron Richards. Just won't give up. It's a 7-point game. Oh, a beautiful dribble move. And the pass inside. It's a clinic right now from Alaquan Daughtry. The shimmy, the shake, the behind-the-back dribble, and the no-look pass creates an easy 2-point bucket. Here's a corner three. That one rims out. Richards, the rebound, the putback, goes and one! Corey Wallace took all of the weight of the Croc defender on his back, somehow muscled the ball up and in. And one. Here's a free throw to make it an 8-point game. No good. A rebound Crocs. Hoth grabs it, and bodies collide under there. Driving inside. It's Ficklin. Pass to Hoth, the top of the key. Hoth kicks it out. Doherty drives baseline. Gets caught in the air. Somehow does not turn it over. Luna for three. It's David. That one's short air ball. Kicked out, stays with Clermont. Hoth drives inside, off the glass, and good. A little bit of kiss off the window from Cody Hoth. 2-1. No shot is going to be made at the horn at the end of the third quarter. It's the Clermont Crocs on top. 65. Back here live at the Amway Center, nestled in downtown Orlando. It is a clash of titans here in the FBA, a rematch of the FBA Championship Series from just a couple of years ago. The Florida Flight trailed the Clermont Crocs 65-56, but it's a Flight with the ball right now, down by 9. Cleveland swings it to the top of the key. For three, Scalco, moonshot off the back iron, won't connect, but an offensive rebound taken off the glass from Hoffman. Unable to connect on that offensive attempt from the Flight. Here come the Crocs at the near wing. Doherty swings it around, bounce pass inside of White. White gets the ball slept out of the way. It's Scalco, but no, White gets it right back. Nearly turns it over. It's like he turned it over 3 times, but finally the Flight are able to nestle it away. And now, here come the Flight dressed in blue. Scalco from the far wing. No look pass inside. Terrio won't get it to go, but he gets fouled with 11:14 to play in this game. 65-56. Crocs on top. Sam Terrio from Palm Beach Academy. Palm Beach Atlantic. Free throw won't connect. Palm Beach Atlantic over there in West Palm Beach. About 2.5 hours down the road to go down the Turnpike or 95. Beautiful facilities down there. Terrio knocks down that free throw. It's an 8-point game, 65-57. Crocs with the ball on top. Nearly a backcourt violation, but no whistle blown. Instead, we'll have a turnover. And a whistle blown. And it will stay with the Crocs. I'm going to say it was a reach-in to get that turnover. Inbound of the backcourt, and it'll stay with Clermont from the far wing, driving inside. Doherty does not travel. He gets a shot to go. Couple of steps there, but not one too many. Here's Long. Layup won't go too strong off the glass. Crocs come the other direction. Top of the key. It's Ficklin who gets fouled It's a blocking foul underneath against Sam Terrio. And they're on an inbound from the near sideline. 10-point game. Crocs on top with the ball, controlling this one. White inside, backing down Terrio. Oh, a beautiful post move to get freed up for the easy bucket. Chris White connects again. Terry Cleveland delivers a screen for Long, and Kenny Long at the far elbow kicks it out. Scalco, Euro step, kicked it outside of the near corner. Hoffman, heavy defense here side, and he'll kick it back out. Cutting Scalco, but there's no lane. Beautiful no-look pass. Long doesn't get fouled, but he'll get the bucket. Jumping over him defensively was Isaiah Ficklin and kicked him in the head or the shoulder, but no foul called. He just played it out. Didn't give up on the play when no whistle was blown, and he gets rewarded with 2 points. Speaking of near foul call, none there on the possible charge. At a rebound taken by the Flight. Hoffman gets fouled at half court. It's a reach-in called against Isaiah Ficklin. And the Flight now try to make a final charge here with under 9 minutes to go in the game. They trail by 10. Driving inside is Kenny Long. Right-handed layup. That's actually a left-handed shot. It's good off the glass. It looks like it's written in the stars. Going to need a heavy dose of Kenny Long to come back in this game, but out of bounds. It's a heavy dose of defense that time from Kenyatta Long. Not allowing Isaiah Ficklin to walk the tightrope on the far sideline. He turns it over. Flight get the ball back. 69-61 the score. Richards from the near wing, driving right to the rack, kicking it outside. A long two will go. Mid-range J from Terry Cleveland makes it a 6-point game. 69-63 the score with just 8 minutes to go in this game. It's a good one here at the Amway. And we're back here at the Amway Center. It's a good one. The Flight not going down quietly. They had what was about a 6 or 7 point lead for the first quarter, but ever since that first quarter, it's been all Crocs. They ballooned that lead up to 11, 12 points, but right now just a 6-point game. And we're going to have a turnover. Momentum continues to flow the way of the Florida Flight. 69-63. Flight have the ball down by 6. .40 to play in the fourth quarter. Kenyatta Long at the top of the key, swings it to Cleveland at the far wing. 4-3 to cut the deficit in half, won't go. Rebound goes to the Crocs. Dribbling through traffic that time is Trey Tyson. Luna swings it near corner. Ficklin kicks inside a Hoth for 2. Knocks it down, a lot of traffic at his feet. Thankfully, does not roll an ankle or anything down there. It's an 8-point lead for the Crocs. Richards at the far wing, guarded by Hoth. For 3. Off the mark, Hoth gets the rebound, and Hoth is fouled. Jonathan Reverend responsible for that reach in after the rebound was taken defensively. Under 7 to play in the fourth quarter, 71-63. The Crocs on top. At the far wing, you'll have Luna. Daniel Luna dumps it inside. Shot off the glass, won't go, but a foul is called. Trey Tyson goes to the free throw line shooting 2. First free throw rims out, and there's one thing that can keep another team in the game is missing your free throws. You can't take what's given to you. That next free throw won't go. 0 for 2 that trip. The putback attempt won't go, but a putback slam from Trey Tyson. He missed 2 free throws and followed it up with a putback yam on the second. He'll take that. Here's Long driving inside off the glass with the left hand. Won't go. The next won't go either. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Crocs. Past the halfway point in the fourth quarter. Ficklin, the spin move, working against Long. He drives inside, then dribbles out. The Crocs are in that state where they can take their time. With a 10-point lead over halfway through this fourth quarter, no need to rush. Tyson pulls up for 2 and connects. It's the largest lead of the game for the Clermont Crocs. They're on top by 12. It's 75-63. Richards in the far wing. Pulls up, hands off to Reverend. Jonathan Reverend. Crossover dribble, works his way inside, working baseline. And he gets tied up underneath, and a foul's going to be called. Under 5 to play in this fourth quarter. It's an exhibition matchup in the FBA. Here at the home of the Orlando Magic, the Amway Center. Magic actually played tonight at 7 o'clock. And a turnover. Here come the Crocs. Bounce pass ahead. It's a little bit low and out of control and out of bounds. It's a turnover. Flight get the ball back. Clermont Crocs, no strangers to success. They won the FBA championship in their first year of existence, the 2020-2021 season. Pass inside, and a foul's going to be called. Of course, they've got the 3 brothers with this team. You see head coach Maxie Luna on the far sideline, the left side. And number 4, number 5, David and Daniel Luna. As Daniel Luna nearly causes a turnover that time, and he effectively does. Other direction, here come the Crocs. They lead by 12 for the 14-point lead. No, shot won't go. Rebound goes to Richards on the tip out. Richards inside. Bounce pass inside. It's good for Terrio. Sam Terrio kills him inside. It's a 10-point lead once again. Flight now putting on a press. They've got no other option. Down by 10 with 3.5 minutes to go in this game, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crocs. There's a question of whether or not the ball rolled off the thigh of Clermont or if it was just clean off the hand of Richards, but that question was answered by giving Clermont the ball. Pull up for 2. That one won't go. It's rebounded by the Florida Flight. Pass ahead, it's Richards. 1-on-2. He'll take it himself, and 1. Count the basket. Aaron Richards. 75-67. And here's another free throw to try to make this a 7-point game. That's good. Getting interesting here at the Amway Center. Flight don't want to go too quietly across the timeline. Clermont trying to take all the time off the clock that they can. 2:49 to play here in this fourth quarter, and a foul is called to reach in against Kenny Long. Let's send to the free throw line, Alaquan Doherty. If the Crocs can hit more of their free throws than they miss, this game should be iced with that running clock. And he hits that first of 2. One more on the way for Doherty. The next will go. 2 for 2 that trip. 9-point game. Crocs on top. Flight with the ball. Long at the far elbow. He drives inside. Pass a beauty to Richards. And Aaron Richards did not miss the gimme at a West Orange High School, putting on a clinic right now underneath, just attacking the rack. Pass inside is Chris White. Back to the basket. Pass tip, but it stays with Clermont. 77-70. Crocs on top. 2:05 to play in the fourth quarter. Tyson inside, tries to draw the contact, soaring in, getting the steal, but turning it right back was Richards. Didn't know where his teammate Long was, so it was back-to-back turnovers. Possession was changed for about a half second. 1:49 now to play in the fourth quarter. Spin move in the paint. Kicking it out, Crocs trying to take their time. Doherty from the near wing. Dribbles through traffic. In the lane. Underhand pass, a bouncer. It's David Luna for three. Air ball, rebound White. His putback attempt will go. Crocs not taking the foot off the gas. It's 79-70. Behind the back dribble. Inside goes Long. It's stripped away and turned over. Crocs have the momentum, and they have the lead, and looks like they're going to clinch a W here at the Amway Center. Foul called against the flight, and it looks like the rest will just be a formality. 1:15 to play in the fourth quarter. 79-70. The Crocs on top with a couple of free throws on the way for Isaiah Ficklin. Exhibition or not, when you play under the bright lights that are the Amway Center, you want to come out with a win. And it looks like the Clermont Crocs are going to do just that as they just turned this one into a double-digit lead, 80-70. One more free throw on this trip for Isaiah Ficklin on the way. And the next, short, no good, but he got his own rebound, falls to the floor, stays in bounds. And a timeout's going to be called by Maxi Luna to make sure they keep possession. And Clermont will be able to inbound from near that spot with 1:03 to play in the game. Back here, presentation of the FBA. It's an exhibition matchup between the Clermont Crocs and the Florida Flight. Clermont in control of this one, on top by 10. It's 80-70, and Clermont has the ball with 1:03 to play in the ball game. Clean inbound, and a foul's going to be called against the Flight. Jonathan Reverend, the guilty party, didn't really give much space for Alaquan Doherty to work with down on the baseline. Free throws on the way for the aforementioned Doherty. With 56 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. Free throws up, and it is no good off the front of the rim that time. He's got one more on the way. With that undershort from Alaquan, it makes you think, does he want to have a future in refereeing? Breakaway is all alone, and a one-handed yam with the left. How about that from Connor Allen? Though it may come in a losing effort, he's got a memory that will last a lifetime. Slamming one down at the Amway Center. As a turnover, other direction goes Jordan Donowa. Pass inside to Chris White. The right-handed floater won't go. Pass ahead goes to Richards. Here's the jam. He puts it in. That was Corey Wallace with a one-hand yam. It's a 6-point game with 13 seconds to go. A trap on the baseline. And Doherty puts it up. It's off the side of the rim. 4 on the clock, 3 on the clock. Crocs at the horn. And that'll be good if it goes, and it won't. That's a final here at the Amway Center. The Crocs get an exhibition W. It's 80-74. Clermont walks out of the Amway Center with the win here. Struggled and stumbled out of the gates, but come second and third quarter, it was all Clermont, and that was all she wrote. Rode that momentum to a victory. A late push made in the second half of this fourth quarter with a flight clawed their way back into it, but it was not enough to overcome that mid-game run from the Clermont Crocs. For everyone here at the FBA, I'm Christian Catt. Thank you so much for watching our presentation of the Florida Basketball Association.